In a quiet town where life moved slowly, two strangers met and changed each other forever. This is not just a love story, it's a story about love that stays even after goodbye. Her name was Emily Carter. She wasn't looking for love, but somehow, love found her in the simplest way. Every morning, she sat by the same cafe window, holding a warm cup of coffee, watching the world pass by as if she was waiting for something she couldn't explain. And every day, there was him. Daniel Brooks. Quiet, distant, with eyes that carried stories no one could read. He never stopped, he never waved, but his eyes always paused on her, just for a moment, like something unspoken lived between them. Days turned into weeks, and then one rainy afternoon, everything changed. The door of the cafe opened, and for the first time, Daniel walked in. He sat across from her, nervous but certain, and asked softly, "Do you believe in coincidences?" Emily smiled, a gentle, knowing smile, and replied, "Only if they mean something." That moment was the beginning of everything. Their love didn't come with fireworks or perfect promises. It grew quietly, in shared glances, in late-night conversations, in long walks under glowing streetlights. Daniel was a photographer who saw beauty in broken things, and Emily was a writer who turned feelings into words. Together, they created a world that felt safe, a world where silence spoke louder than anything else. But sometimes, even the most beautiful stories begin to change without warning. Daniel became distant. His messages were shorter, his visits less frequent, and the warmth in his voice slowly faded into something unfamiliar. Emily felt it before she understood it, that quiet fear that something was slipping away. One evening, she couldn't hold it in anymore. She looked at him, her voice trembling, and asked, "Daniel, what are you hiding?" He looked at her, his eyes heavy with "I'm leaving, tomorrow." In that moment, her heart broke before she even knew why. She whispered, "For how long?" and he paused, as if the truth itself was too painful to say, then quietly answered, "Maybe forever." The world around her went silent. The next day at the train station, under a sky that felt just as heavy, Emily stood in front of him, tears falling without control. "Then don't go," she begged, her voice breaking. Daniel stepped closer, his own pain finally visible, and said, "I have to, if I want to live." And then the truth came out. "I'm sick." Those two words shattered everything she believed was certain. A rare condition, a distant treatment, and a future that no longer belonged to both of them. She stood there, unable to move, unable to breathe, as the train arrived. And just like that, he was gone. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. No calls. No messages. Just silence that echoed louder every day. But still, she waited. Not because she believed he would come back, but because her heart didn't know how to stop. Then one night, when hope had almost faded, her phone lit up. A message. From Daniel. Her hands trembled as she opened it, her heart racing between fear and longing. "If you're reading this, it means I couldn't come back." In that moment, time stopped. "You taught me how to love, and for the first time, I wasn't afraid to feel alive. Don't wait for me. Live your life. Write your stories. Fall in love again, even if it's not with me. Because loving you was the best part of my life." Tears fell silently as she read every word again and again, as if holding on to them could somehow bring him back. Years passed. Emily became a writer, her stories touching hearts around the world, her words carrying emotions only she truly understood. But in every story she wrote, there was a piece of him, hidden between the lines, living quietly in every page. And every morning, she still sat by that same cafe window. Not waiting anymore, not hoping for what couldn't be, but remembering, with a soft, peaceful smile. Because some love stories don't last forever, but they change you forever. And sometimes, the greatest act of love is learning to let go.